Hey, I'm Haley.
And I'm Jesse.
And you're listening to
Personality Hire, the podcast where I might be the only one, but I genuinely love Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
I love Valentine's, and it's not just because I like the romantic aspect to it. Like, I love pink. I love red.
I love pink.
I love
and
heart
red
stuff.
I also like pink and red together, and that really bothers people.
But that's the whole point, you know?
We have a mutual friend, Allie, who's an interior designer. She's an amazing commercial, would you say? Interior designer for businesses. Yeah. And one time I paired pink and orange together for something. We were like, I want to say coloring, LOL. We were at the beach. I don't know. I was doing something and she goes, do you like pink and orange together? And I was like, kind of. It kind of reminds me of Limited 2 in summer.
I also like that combination. Yeah. It's very happy. It's very happy.
I always think of that Taylor Swift VMAs look where I would not have worn this, but if I were going to prom that year, I would have found something and dyed it those colors to copy Taylor Swift. But it was like a hot pink strapless bustier with a A-line long maxi orange skirt. And I was like, that's fun. It reminds me of Limited 2 in summer. Happiness.
I think it just, I like color combinations that are like two bright colors together. But I love Valentine's too, because I think that from the time I was a kid, I never associated it with romantic love. I associated it with cute stuff and with familial love and with friendship and all that good stuff. So I love this holiday. If you're feeling some type of way on this holiday because you don't have a date or because it's overhyped or because it's a Hallmark holiday, I get that. But I want to encourage you to go out and just buy something cute for yourself. There's so much cute stuff out. It is, in my opinion, the time where retail pops off.
It does.
Do
not put me in a TJ Maxx anywhere near Valentine's Day.
Absolutely not.
Do not take me to a Home Goods. I will decide I need 6 thin-stemmed martini glasses with hearts all over it, and I will use them once a year.
That's right.
And guess what? Actually, I wouldn't. I would use those more. But I don't need them. But I will buy them if they're out around Valentine's Day. If they're out in the summer, I'm less likely to be excited by them.
No, you need it. They have to be seasonally appropriate. But I also love Easter stuff. And is Easter stuff out right now too? Yes. And I don't need you to put anything out that has anything to do with St. Patrick's Day. I saw that kind of creeping up because I guess technically that is next. Yeah. There's a few different Shamrock items in my local shopping vicinity. I don't need anything Shamrock oriented. Not because I don't like Irish people, but because I don't need that color Kelly green.
You know what?
I don't want that.
I love green, but Kelly green.
Kelly green?
No. Kelly green reminds me of grass. It reminds me of that one pair of leggings that I had from Lululemon that I always wear when we worked at Define. And guess what? I love those then because those were the years of colored leggings. And then it reminds me of soccer, and I've never played soccer. I never played on the field.
It's an Umbro color, like it's like you're gonna put on your Umbros.
Yes, you're gonna put on those shorts. Those shorts are iconic.
They are.
Bring them back.
You just said about the colorful leggings reminded me that the fitness studio that you and I go and work out, they have an incredible retail selection.
Really
I go in there and it's truly
inspiring.
I have bought many item from there. And this past week they had this set. They had it's a purple shirt with a purple
kind of
cardigan. It's like a lavender.
Oh, I knew.
With a
That's so yummy.
With a purple cardigan to match in the same athletic fabric. So you've got like the purple, and then it came with purple pants. So I didn't go for the purple. Well, I didn't go for the purple pants, but I brought up the purple workout top with the purple cardigan to match. And I brought it up to the front. I was like, unfortunately, I have to get this.
Yes.
And the woman said, oh, did you see there was matching leggings? And I don't know what it was about that. And I just said, I did, but I'm not going to go for them. And she goes, oh man, you would look so cute in the matching set. And I love this woman. She's sweet. But it was almost like a record stop. And like other people started to turn to like hear what she was saying because she was being so sweet to me.
And then everybody told you would look so cute in them.
Well, no.
And then you had to buy them.
No, it just kind of like people were zoning in on our conversation. One of the instructors turned around to kind of see what I was going to say to that.
Too much pressure.
And I just instantly told the truth, but I word vomited it out in a way that was crazy. I said, I sweat a lot under my butt and I can't wear anything other than black leggings, so I can't buy colorful leggings.
Of course you said that.
That is what I blurted out. And everyone, it was a hot beat. It was like a beat beat. Nobody said anything. The woman that was talking to me that was complimenting didn't say anything. And then finally the instructor just goes, yeah, well, I mean, I can relate. Look, I have black leggings on today. And she like helped me through it. But girl, I told the whole workout studio that I sweat too much under my butt and I can't wear colorful leggings. But it's the truth.
I remember the last time I wore colorful leggings, I was teaching a sweat cycle class.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be, I can say that, right?
Sweat cycle?
Yeah, I'm allowed to say that. I was just like, why can't I don't know. I had a glitch in my mind.
I think it's because it used to be called something else that was maybe a little more unsavory.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Whoa, I forgot about it.
But they switched up the name.
I have merch that says that.
Samesies.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But I remember the last time I wore these, my favorite pair of gray leggings, gray ? They were aloe, which aloe, if you want to change my mind, you can do that. But personally, I feel like they're a little itchy.
Okay.
But this was my one pair of aloe leggings that weren't itchy, and they made my butt look very nice. So I loved these leggings. And I this class hasn't even started. I'm setting up my bike. I'm plugging in my phone. I'm doing all the things before class, vibing with the lights, trying to figure out what the mood's going to be to start off. And I kind of turn in the mirror and I'm like, oh, like I had dust on me or something. No, I look, it is a V line on either side of my leg where a bikini line would be.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
bikini line,
yes.
sweat.
Yes.
Sweat. I turned around, sweat down my butt.
Also
underneath my legs. And I go, contour.
when you're also cycling, when you're a cycling instructor, the other thing that you have to know about like that kind of fitness modality when you're instructing it is like you're doing the exercises right alongside everyone that's there, so you're sweating equally if not more
because you're
than
talking
everyone, and that sweat, when it comes from for me, it came from the crown of my head and it dripped down to the tip of my toes. And so you never know what's going to be happening. And I also learned hard lessons when we were there. That's, I think, when I converted to black only leggings. Yeah. But the other thing, anyway, so just, I shared that with a lot of people.
I think.
And now all of y'all.
Yeah.
But I don't think too that
Relatable.
I haven't updated, the new hires, and I haven't really updated you very much either. But I had said before the new year, Haley and I had talked about our dream of maybe like one day do we want to get back into fitness, and how like we both just love it so much, and opening up a studio, and I would have a claw machine, and I still like that is truly on my vision board for the next like 5 years. I fully committed, and I am back into the fitness game, and I am currently truly right now actively working on my Pilates teacher certification with a really reputable and very wonderful curriculum that will probably take me close to a year to complete. Maybe not. Actually, no, I've completed several of the courses now, but I'm in it. I'm back in it. And I am so happy. I've already felt so fulfilled because this course, it's truly like almost going back to college. And what I'm learning anatomy in ways that I didn't ever knew that I would be learning about it in this depth and detail. I'm learning a lot about Joseph Pilates. He was called Contrology is what he called Pilates.
Is his last name truly Pilates?
He's from Germany. His name is Joseph Pilates. Pilate.
That's wild.
Yeah. And he moved to New York City in 1926, and that's where he opened his first studio and did Contrology.
In 1926?
Yes, girl. Yes.
Wow.
But anyway, I'm back in the game. So I wanted to say that to number one, just expect some updates from me as I like go along in this journey. Who, what, when, where, why. I'm excited. And then secondary to that, I would love I think that we should get a test going, like a like performance sweat wicking test going of different brands who want to send you and I different products, and that we're going to I think that we should put them up against one another and really let the people know which ones are going to, if you are a sweaty butt girl, which ones are for you.
Which ones are for you? Which ones stay up and don't like fall down? And I think that's a material thing mostly, not a brand thing, but like that's huge for me. If you've ever been to Reformer Pilates, especially Legree, it's actually, when I've taken Pilates, like normal Pilates, I don't feel this way. It's when I take Legree that I'm like, you're like doing the Macarena, doing a flip.
And
but it's also slow and controlled at the same time. I don't know how, but then I never have to do this. if I'm wearing the right leggings. I never have to pull up.
Also, if you're wearing leggings that are the best material, in my experience, when you do start to sweat a little, they actually stay up better.
Yes,
and I'm not
they
saying
stick to you
they
in
like
a good
to
way.
stick, yes. But I also think too that, you know, if you aren't a sweaty girly, what is that like? Like there's some people who do not sweat. They just don't sweat very much.
I'm schwitzing.
And I really, what's that like? Like, I don't know. I think that I get my sweatiness from my father. I remember vividly my dad being out in the yard doing yard work, and he would come in as if a rainstorm had accosted him.
My dad too.
So
wow, you just totally like unlocked a memory of my dad coming inside from the backyard
and chugging some Gatorade.
Chugging.
He was the one that taught me about electrolytes from a young age, because he said, do you see how sweaty I am? I just lost every salt particle in my body.
I need trace minerals.
I gotta rehydrate.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't even know.
Yeah, we will definitely not be wearing pink and red leggings for Valentine's Day because of our schwitz.
No.
But I can appreciate the girls who do. I actually love so much when people dress up festive for workout classes.
Me too.
I remember I ran into a girl the other day. I was out to coffee with a friend, and a mutual friend walked past because she was going to a bar class, and she was in like a red sweater and pink leggings, and I was like, ah! And it was maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was like, you're already ready for Valentine's Day, you look so cute. And she's like, thanks. And she just looked so cute, and it made me happy.
I had a pink corduroy cropped jacket from Hot Topic that was covered in little tiny red hearts with big plastic red heart buttons.
Did you keep it?
It's somewhere, but I think about it still to this day.
I need you to wear that.
Yeah, I love little pink heart. I do. I enjoy being a girl. I really do.
Being a girl is so fun, and that's why this year, if you're bummed out about Valentine's Day, you should just be excited, because it's a girl holiday. It's for the girls. Buy your girls flowers. Buy your girls chocolates. If you want to go extreme, go to the grocery. Go to the supply aisle, where they have just 4 different school supplies for if your kid forgets that they have a diorama due tomorrow.
That's exactly right.
Get the construction paper pack and make them Valentines. Oh my God.
Cute.
If someone handed me a handmade Valentine, like, I love them. I love them. When Scooby makes me them.
They already know at this point.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. They're interchangeable.
Yeah.
We both we say it all the time. But
like,
the handmade Valentines.
I love handmade Valentines. I think they're so funny and cute, and I keep them. When my nephews, I've never thrown away anything that a child has made me. Like, I know for moms, different story. You get made things that have scrap all the time. Some of them gotta go.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to guilt anyone by saying that. I'm just saying that I love handmade little things like that. I think they're so special, and I encourage you, if you don't want to spend a ton of money and you want to celebrate all your girls, great way to do it is make them funny. Like, look up funny like Valentine's Day quips online. Like, go on Pinterest, get inspired. Make instead of a what's it called? A paper snowflake. What are those called?
A paper chain?
Yeah, it's like a snowflake. Like when you make a snowflake out of paper.
Yeah.
A doily. Make a little doily around the heart, like old school style. Like, it's so cutie.
2 things. There is a service called Archive, where you can, what I've done with Scooby, I've sent in a big box of her artwork. They scan it in and they send you back, they toss it for you, and then they send you back a book with all of her art in it. Like a coffee table book. Yeah, so good.
I'm emotional. I'm very emotional.
Second,
it's so good.
I had to make a diorama last week for Scooby. And here's the thing. She's in kindergarten, and I didn't know that all these projects were going to start at this age, but now we're in the latter half of the year. I think they're trying to get us ready for first grade.
Okay.
So we've had a couple of projects. One being a pumpkin, the second one now being a diorama about an
a real pumpkin?
We had to paint a pumpkin on a book character.
How big was the pumpkin? Like a normal size?
He was a full size. He was a big boy. Well, that's what I was going to say was that, so now we have these projects, and the instructions are very clear that the child is supposed to do these things. God bless. God bless you.
I did those silently. That was magic.
That was good.
Took years off my life, but
she's red, but she's made it. The kid's supposed to do them, but in reality, we're sending pictures in the group chat for her class, and the parents are taking it so serious. Like, we're doing it.
Oh, for sure.
And they look like they could be in the Louvre. I mean, and I made one. Scooby's animal was an Arctic swan. Now, I don't know how we came to get that one. One kid got a narwhal, and I was like, okay. I also didn't even really know narwhals were real. They're real. I thought they were just kind of fictional, but they're real. What? A narwhal is real. A narwhal is a real animal with a
unicorn
horn.
whale.
That's exactly right.
Those are real.
Mm-hmm, that's what I said.
You learn something every day.
We got the Arctic swan, and
what is the difference between a swan and an Arctic swan?
This one is it an
Arctic?
Arctic? No, I'm so sorry. I apologize. It was not an Arctic swan.
Okay,
those are a thing. It's a trumpeter swan, but it lives, I guess, in the colder climate. I don't know. But did I buy it when I get it back from school? I'll show it to you. Well,
the pumpkin's rotted by now.
Not the pumpkin, my diorama.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought,
Scooby's diorama. Scooby's.
Oh, yeah. My diorama.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Her diorama. I'll show it to you. But I think I spent $50 on this diorama because I wanted it to be so good. See, I wanted her to do so good.
Listen, I so recall the days, and I would totally do what you did, but I don't recall having projects in kindergarten.
I don't know if anybody did, but we do now. And I know that people are like, they're not going to learn anything if they're not going to do it. I know. And guess what? I learned a lot about trumpeter swans, and she will when she's my age. That's what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't remember kindergarten, but I remember the kindergarten this time around. And she'll remember kindergarten if she ever has a kid and they do that. It's like a Benjamin Button type of thing. You know?
I like that.
So,
but I don't ever want to remember math.
I
will. We're going to Come On or whatever.
I was going to say
we're going to Sylvan Learning Center.
We're going to have
PTSD like I had from Sylvan.
We're going to have a two-tail.
Yeah, there's no way I'm doing equations.
But anyway, now you're all caught up.
I'm thrilled. First of all, about what is the book thing called again? The art book.
Archive.
Mm-hmm. That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Archive, you're doing the Lord's work. That's actually really special.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's cool.
And I also love, what was the diorama about? That's not the swan.
That's my swan.
Okay, wait. What was the pumpkin?
The pumpkin was about a book, and I've told you this before. Her number one crush. It might actually be the Saja boys from K-pop Demon Hunters now, but back before that came out, it was Mo Willems, who is a 58-year-old man. Honestly, Haley, today is actually Mo Willems' birthday, so this is really funny.
Happy birthday, Mo!
Hey, Mo Willems, happy birthday!
I always call you
Happy Bird-day, Mo. Happy Bird-day.
Happy birthday. Don't drive a bus.
Because that's right, because he loves the pigeons, and he also
don't let a pigeon drive a bus.
And Piggy and Gerald.
Gerald.
And Scooby's crush is on Mr. 58-year-old Mo Willems.
That's so funny.
She said that he's so handsome and that she loves his gray hair and his glasses, and I can't.
She loves his zaddy.
He honestly, Mo, you kind of hot, boy, you kind of hot. But she loves Piggy and Gerald, so we made a Piggy pumpkin.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Also, that's so good for bacon.
I definitely made the whole thing. And she got to come home, and I said, oh, you can't use a hot glue gun, but you can use this black marker and you can make the eyeballs. So, I mean, she did some of it.
That is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that is like a big task to give a 5-year-old.
It's a big task to give a
parent,
a 30-year-old.
Yeah, that's definitely a parent shouldn't. But we got to do what we got to do.
We got to do what we got to do.
I don't really remember my parents helping me out with projects, but I also don't remember when I'm thinking of school. All I remember is when I had spelling tests the night before. My mom or my dad, we both did this. We would put shaving cream on the kitchen table. We had like a black marble kitchen table, and they would tell me the word, my spelling word, and I would draw it with my hands. It just made it a fun way. And I remember like thinking, and it did help me become a great speller.
That's That's a hot tip.
We should have done that with math.
That's a hot tip.
We should have done that with math.
Listen, long division, you can't be doing that in shaving cream. That's a lot to cover.
The whole table, the counters, also, everything would be.
Now, apparently, they teach math completely different than the way you and I learned. So, again, Kumon.
Come on,
Kumon.
Come on over.
Sylvan Learning Center.
Sylvan Learning Center.
Is that still around?
I don't know. And I kind of hope not. It was awful. It was awful. I went for math.
I went for math.
And then I went for ACT prep.
Well, I was going to say I went for math in high school because I took the SAT and my English score was fantastic. And my math score was so low that they said,
same.
Is anyone home? Like, lights are on, is anyone home? And then I think I also went to Sylvan. I think I had a date with Sylvan.
Said, did you poop your pants during this part?
They said,
where's your answers? And I said, I think I made a Christmas tree with Christmas lights with my answers.
Yeah.
Like, that's where my brain was in the math portion.
Did you take your ACT on a Scantron?
I did.
Me too.
And then
that's
the
crazy.
writing portion, my hand, by the way, I think my writing portion, do they do it in the same setup? Like, it goes math, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then it's like, okay, now it's math time. So, like, now we have to flip the Scantron and now we have to do math. I can't really remember, but I remember it was a booklet and you had to peel the edges. And I remember my test anxiety. I didn't realize that I had test anxiety until now, I think. But I remember I'd be like once we got to the writing, because I was like, this is your Super Bowl, Haley Grace. Stand up and show these people that you did show up today, not based on these other scores that you're gonna get, but on this one in particular, English and writing. But I remember when we had to get to the writing portion and like your hand was already, like you had that mark on the side of your finger from the pencil.
The bump on your finger.
That hexagon shaped pen, well, not hexagon, but you know what I'm talking about, the pencil shape, because you had to use number 2 pencils. And I remember being like, oh my gosh. And then I've been squeezing my pencil so tight, hoping that the math equations come to my hand, and they never did. But when I got to the writing portion, I was like I remember my hand being numb and having to write quick because you had to read the prompt and then you had to think, and then I had to do a little outline on the side because I just wanted to plan my execution. And then you get done with your writing thinking that you have 1 second left, and you look at the clock and in fact you have an hour left, and you're like, oh my gosh, so what did I just write, and is it good? And then you read back and you're like, I think it's good, and then you're done, and then you get a good grade. Maybe I did, but I remember being like, that part tore me up.
So stressful.
Tore me up.
One thing that I don't think that any kids will probably experience the same way you and I did with the Scantron thing is the sheer panic of, did I actually answer 38, or did I accidentally skip it, and now my answer for 38 is on line 39, and that's gonna throw off my entire Scantron. You know what I mean? Like, did I bubble the right bubble?
Wait,
because if you're off by 1, or you make like, there's a lot of room for error, human error on the Scantron.
Because also, Sylvan Learning Center encouraged you, if you're struggling with this equation, don't waste all your time. Go to the next one, because that one might actually ring some bells for you for the one prior. So I would do that, and then you're right. That panic would set in. Oh my gosh, I am never taking a Scantron. I had
a friend whose husband is studying for some sort of certification exam, and we were just like talking about it casually, and I said, just like, not ironically, I was like, well, is he gonna like go somewhere and like take a Scantron of it? And she goes, honey, no, he's gonna do it on his personal computer, his PC, on the internet. And I was like,
and there's so many ways to like cheat though, so that's why I'm like,
that's right.
Does everybody get straight A's now? How do you not get a straight A now?
Because I
guess when you test in the classroom, that would be the only time you would fail. But like your homework, you could cheat on your homework.
I'm sure they still do a lot of written tests, but with the finals and things like that, like I think that probably
they have what is called Chromebooks now.
I can investigate, but like I'm sure most of the time, especially through lower school and middle school, there's these kids are still doing things handwritten.
Yeah,
maybe not on a Scantron.
I know a lot of kids don't know how to read anymore, so it
is an epidemic. that the children are having difficulties with reading and with handwriting
because they don't write enough.
And I think that my kids' teacher right now is especially focused on handwriting to the point to where like it's definitely a lot of critique coming home about it, but I don't mind it because I think that there are some kids who just like they can't read. They're not incentivized to learn how to write either because it's like we're typing, we're tippity tapping on everything. You know, like my handwriting, by the by, is a weird mixture between cursive and print.
Yours is, which I like that. But both my parents kind of write.
But yeah, and my mom exclusively wrote in cursive, like exclusively.
So does my mom. Like when she
cursive,
like if she would write me something, it'd be in cursive. Actually, like when I was going through her house and looking through stuff, I was reading some stuff, and there was times where I was like, "Girl, we got to get back on the horse on
your writing."
On writing, because I was reading. First of all, it's gorgeous handwriting.
Yeah.
Second of all, I was like, "What is this word?" Because I haven't read cursive in so long.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. Scooby, sometimes I'll write things out and she'll go, "What is that?" And I'll be like, "Well, I don't expect you to know that because that's a cursive I and that looks freaky when it's uppercase, you know?"
Did you have a year? Oh my gosh. The uppercase I
It's like got like a little swirly. It's
almost like a
G thing. And then like a L. Yeah.
Yes. Did you have a year in middle school or elementary school that you had to write in cursive?
I think
we did.
So I think
third grade.
I was going to say, I think in fifth grade, we were required to write almost exclusively in cursive.
Ours was third grade, and I will never forget it because it was the year I had Miss May.
That's tough for third grade.
It was tough. But school back then, you had to walk uphill in snow and like
both ways
uphill home in snow. And I only had galoshes. Those are cold.
I had to walk on my hands.
Yeah. I had to do cartwheels the whole time because I was also being raised by Russian gymnastics trainers. So.
And we didn't have bikes. We had pogo sticks.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. Or you had a unicycle and
we were in the circus. Spoiler alert, we were in the circus.
Yes. But I remember that because we had to write letters to an astronaut. My third grade teacher was super into space. Was that a third grade thing?
We had to do that too.
Okay, so we wrote letters and we like sent some kind of thing. I can't remember if it was a plant or something to space, and I don't remember the astronaut's name, which feels like a crime.
Dear Buzz Aldrin. It wasn't him. But.
No, it was like Sally. I don't know. It was a girl. Women in STEM. And I just remember that being a really tough year because we would get in trouble if one of your letters, which was tough because my parents, when they would write, would sometimes do Spanglish via cursive and print.
Mm-hmm. Same. That's what I'm rocking with now. And it can get messy real quick.
I need to retrain myself on cursive. I can sign my name. I mean, obviously. Also, do people know how to sign their names? Because, by the way, cursive is not required in most schools now, in public school education.
I hope that there is. That's actually bringing up a good point about making sure children know how to give a authentic signature. Because nowadays, you can just do a squiggle on anything. Electronic PDF filler, or when you're signing on the thing when you're paying at the till, it's just like a wink, 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 and it's not really your name, but it's important to have a signature.
Yeah.
My signature.
How are you going to sign your headshots?
When I changed my last name, that's right. When I changed my last name, I still do not like to write bacon. The B and then the ACON. It's never, I don't like it. Yeah. I don't love that signing that. But my Jessie, that's
slay. I bet you've been working on that for years.
Forever.
A little heart for the I dot.
Besos.
Bringing it back to Valentine's Day.
A little heart.
Besos.
I think that we should talk about something freaky for Valentine's Day.
I think we should get freaky.
The last thing I want to ask before we flip to our freaky topic, not like freaky frack. Well, you'll see in a minute. Yeah. But I want to ask, are you and J-Dog exchanging V-Day gifts?
Yes.
Okay.
He gets to look at me. I'm kidding. J-Dog has been just the best the last since I've known him. He's been the best. But I will say, I'm trying to do something fun for him because poor guy, he's waited on me hand and foot, and not said a word about it. Obviously he shouldn't, but I would like to do something special for him. And he's about 3 to 2 weeks behind every podcast. I'll pop in the car and I'll be like, this was 3 weeks ago. And he's like, I'm catching up. So he won't hear this for like until next month, but I think I'm gonna get him like Harry Potter, like a wand. I'm doing silly things, by the way, because we went big for Christmas.
Yeah.
And also, you know, that's not what Valentine's Day is about. But I'm gonna get him a chocolate wand.
Cute.
And chocolate frogs from Harry Potter.
Cute.
That's our comfort movie.
Get him Birdie Bots too, where you guys can be like, is it booger or is it lime?
Yes, I'm doing that. But we're going to dinner at where we had our first date at. And so I'm excited.
That's really cute.
I was like, we have to do this. Like, I was the one, I said it way earlier because I knew, I was like, I need a light. We're going here.
I need something to look forward to.
Yeah.
That's nice and fun.
We're going to Tiny Lou's is where we had our first date. It's
so
at
sweet.
the Claremont Hotel. And we're not going on Valentine's Day because
you don't have to.
Yeah, just because it doesn't work for us.
No.
But, and also I just wanted to say I'm not disclosing my location at where I'll be. That's what I mostly
She ain't going to be there on Valentine's Day.
So don't go looking. Yeah.
Don't go
I won't
looking.
have any headshots to sign. Anyway, but I'm really excited because you know that I bought that dress. I bought myself a Valentine's Day
So
gift.
pretty. So pretty.
And the purse that I told you about, I'm a big eBay shopper, y'all. And I found this purse that I was like, I've never seen it in my life. I tried to find it online. There's only very little traces of this purse ever existing. Mm-hmm. It's a vintage Jimmy Choo purse.
It's really cool.
And
it's kind of baguette style almost.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of like an Etro. A Pucci print.
Nasty. With a Pucci outfit. Nasty.
Anyway, I wasn't sure if it was real because the seller usually, and I always look at the seller before I purchase, do they have good reviews? How many things have they sold? Have they purchased? Because you can look up I just figured this out, that if you buy off eBay, people can rate you. Like Uber.
Yeah.
And so I went, and she had so many ratings. And I don't know if this is a woman. I'm assuming it's a woman. But she had great buying ratings. So I'm like, so it's not like, this isn't a scammy person because they're buying things from people and everybody says they're a joy, whatever. And they've sold one other thing. So it was a risk. And the price let me know that this person is not like looking this purse up. This person did not do the proper research. Mm-hmm. They could have gotten so much more for this bag. And guess what? I'm so glad they didn't do the research because now I get to be the proud owner of this bag. But it shipped this week.
Perfect.
I was really worried. It had been like a week and a half and they hadn't
shipped it.
And I was like, oh, it's fake. It's fake. So and luckily with eBay, you can cancel your order. They're very good about it. So you get your money back, no problem. But I was worried and it shipped. So it's going to be here in time and I'm going to wear it with my cool dress. And I have my outfit planned. I have my hair and makeup planned. Y'all, I'm excited. It's going to be the first time that I'm like dressing cute since this year. Yep. And I'm so excited.
Yes. Honestly, that's the whole reason why too I love Valentine's Day, even if it's not like with a romantic partner, is that it's just another excuse to get out or to get dressed up or to stay in and get like whatever. It's an excuse to be cute.
To make life special.
That's right. It's
to make life like girly.
Yes. And to say I am going to celebrate something.
Yeah. And I think truly we've got to do that more. Seriously. I'm going to start celebrating. Maybe I'll decide today because I have not. But I'm going to start celebrating the little things a little bit more. And that includes Valentine's Day. I'm not going to get Justin flowers or J-Dog. We don't name men on this podcast unless their name is Matt. Then we could say it. Or Mo.
Yeah. He doesn't even listen because for Valentine's Day.
What are you guys doing? Are you guys going to do something?
Well, we're going to a wedding on Valentine's Day. And I have an opinion about that. However, I like the people a lot that are getting married and they have been engaged for approximately 50 years. So on one hand,
so this is okay.
On one hand, I'm just like, let's just get this done on any day because I want to see your union. So it doesn't matter. Let's just get it out the door. But on the other hand, I also think if it were somebody else, I might be like, that's a little audacious to have your wedding on Valentine's Day and invite a bunch of people. But guess what? Not about me. it's not about me, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But what I did get for Scooby, because
But are you guys going to do a date for Valentine's Day? Or like do a thing?
It is out of town, so we will be in the car, and then we will be at the wedding, and then we will be in the car. But that's okay with me. That's okay with me.
Yeah.
But what I did get Scooby, because I love to get kids stuff.
I love kids stuff.
I thought you would appreciate this. I found on eBay Valentino teeny beanie, not teeny beanie baby, just a beanie baby. Remember Valentino? There's Valentino and Valentina. Valentino is white with a red heart and a red bow, and then Valentina was kind of a magenta color with a white heart.
Yeah,
I found Valentino.
That's so special.
And I snagged her one.
Good for you.
I'm going to give her that.
Such a good. She's going to love that too.
I think she will.
She is going to love that.
I got her just like a few little trinkety things.
I love that.
And then on Monday, they don't have any school. So I invited over a few of her little pals to come and have like her like little Valentine's Day with her little girlfriends on Monday.
I love that. Also, I love all my friends who have girls who are doing. My friend Kat has a little girl, and not Kat, my stepmom. Kat, the other Kat Kelly, Yellowstone. She's been on here. She is a little girl. Yes. And they do Valentine's every year. And I think they did this year. What they did was they took, what are those writing boards called? Like teachers have them, and they put the papers in them. Clipboard. Thank you. Wow. I don't know anything these days.
Writing board.
A writing board. Well, they did like They did like Mod Podge. Almost like a vision board, but like made like a little
clipboard.
Yeah, like cute. They decorated the clipboards because that's how they do like homework. And I guess at their school they go outside and do homework sometimes. So that's what she did, she like had a little dinner. She makes a little kid charcuterie board. Like I love that stuff. And usually we had our own Valentine's this year where we did something different, but usually we just do what her daughter's doing. This year timing didn't work out, but I love that stuff. I love that you're doing that for Sunny.
I think one of the reasons why I really wanted to do it this year is because I didn't realize how early, and I don't want to get sidetracked on this topic. I'm just going to say this, and then I do want to talk about the silly, funny thing we're going to talk about. But I didn't realize how early that in school specifically, girls can begin to feel like compelled to be a little mean to one another and a little catty to one another and a little bit unkind to one another. I thought I had a few more years, but in reality, it starts a lot sooner than I thought. People are getting their feelings hurt. They're saying things that are unkind, and I'm sure the girls that are saying them don't even mean it. It's just there's some banter.
There's no filter.
But I want to start instilling in her and her friends at a young age that like female friendships and being there for one another and really knowing what it means to be a true friend. I want to start doing that now so that these girls know that they have one another to count on as they continue to get older. I understand that I can't control her friendships in the sense of like she might fall out with one of these girls or they just grow apart. Obviously they're so young. That's not what I'm not trying to set that expectation whatsoever, but I do want them all to be able to look back and see that female friendships specifically are so important, and it is so important to be there from one another and to know what it means to be a good friend from a little girl, because you will only be able to increase your skill set of being a good friend the older you get. And that's what I'm trying to do with this kind of thing. And I know that's probably really heavy, and it's not. We're really going to just have a couple girls over and like have a piece of cake and like
craft
because we don't have school. But I want that for them.
I love that. I think you're right. When you're talking about kindergarten specifically, or saying that she may be young for this, I specifically remember I met my first best friend in kindergarten, Haley and Hannah, and we started dance together.
Cute.
And then, like, you know what I mean? Like our friendship, and our moms were both named Lisa, and they were friends. So we'd go shopping together. Watching my mom have a friend, and then me having a friend at the same time, doing the same things. And like, obviously we'd do play dates, and I'd go over to her house and play American Girls and Barbies and whatever. And it had nothing to do with our moms at that point, but fostering that and like just showing, and also seeing my mom have other girlfriends, which I think our parents' generation, and I don't want to speak for everybody because I know this isn't true for everybody. I'm just talking on my experience, that my mom didn't have a lot of female relationships that I got to witness. So when I did get to witness those other friendships, and even like her with some of my aunts, or watching aunts be friends, like any of that, that is very important for a little girl to see, I
Oh
think.
my God. I totally agree. And that's also why it's huge for me to have her see me be friends with her friends' mommies.
Yes.
It's so important to me. And I'm not just saying that I am like playing nice with these other moms. I genuinely love these women.
Yeah.
I have found some women that I genuinely love, and they also just happen to be great friends with my kid. I mean, she's got loads of girlfriends that I'm friends with their moms. She's got loads of little boyfriends. I'm friends with their mothers too. And I want her to see, and I tell her, I'm going out to dinner tonight with so-and-so and so-and-so's mommy. And she's like, what are you going to talk about? And I'm like, not you, girl. No, I say not you, because this is my real friend. We might talk about you at the top, but girl, I got other stuff to say to her. I got to tell her that I just tried the new Rhode lip contour and she needs to go out and buy it too. So I agree with you, because my mom also had no friends. She had one friend that I ever saw her, and it was her best friend since high school. And even then, they didn't live in the same state, and they would only talk a couple times a year. And she just didn't have any friends. And I'm like, could never be me. Never be me.
I think at some point that generation, like
they closed off.
And I was wondering, they closed off. I think when they became parents, I'm not sure, but I know I have some friends who have moms who their moms' friends like host bridal showers and baby showers for them. And I'm like, see, that's what community is all about. That's about building community and family. And I know that not everybody gets that blessing for whatever reason, but I hope that I can do that. And I love that you're doing that for her, for Scooby.
It's also fun for me too, you know?
Well,
it's fun for me.
I mean, also, I just can't imagine not having friends. Like, I love my friends.
Being social
is so
at
fun.
this point in my life. Being social takes more effort and energy because of all the other things I have going on in my personal life. And so being social is more planned, and that's important to me, because I used to be able to be social and have fun with my friends on a whim. It was very easy breezy beautiful, because I didn't have any true responsibility.
Yeah, you just had to take care of you.
And so now that you have more responsibilities, you have to plan it. And so when you plan it, it makes it that much more of like intentional.
Yeah.
And I find that it's better.
And you go prepared. You know what I mean? Like you go prepared emotionally, in the way of like, I have gratitude for this meeting, like for this time together. Like, oh, I needed this. Like, it's not only because has to be planned because you have so many other things. It's also, it's putting you in a position to really feel gratitude for those special times, and not take for granted this dinner that you get to share with your friend and gab and have a cocktail.
I mean, I have friends, like I can think of two off the top. One that she will come. We have a big group mom's dinner. We try to go once a month, and she will come with an agenda. And then she also asks, like in the group chat, does anyone want me to add any topics to the agenda? And she will pull it up on a note on her phone, and she has an agenda of us like go through. And I think I love that. I love that
too, because also sometimes I will go to dinner or something with friends, and I'll be like, I'm cross-eyed. I don't remember what I wanted to tell you. So I like that she does that.
I'm guilty of that. And then I'll just spend the whole time being like, let's get into it. Let's talk about RuPaul's Drag Race. And
also, I saw this TikTok. Let me tell you about it.
Oh my Lord. Anyway, well, we had talked about maybe if you're still interested.
I'm so interested.
Since we are on the cusp of Cupid's Day, we thought maybe we would talk about some of the freaky couples that Cupid has shot his arrow at, and the most freaky and or iconic and or mismatched romantic couples in history, you know? Like, and I think too, you and I talked about Wuthering Heights recently.
Yeah.
And you asked me, like, you were like, let's go see it. And I was like, I will go see it.
I just want to look at Margot Robbie.
But I feel some type of way about them as a couple.
Jacoby?
Just them as a couple.
Yeah. Okay. I will like to say this, because I was wondering why Jesse and I did talk about this privately, and we said some things that we would never say on the podcast.
No.
Just because
we were in private.
Yes.
And I have a, we
said what we said.
I said what I said, and I still stand by it. I think what I said was
we're professionals.
It's it's just like, okay, well, actually I heard somebody describe it this way, and I agree. this is like the third or fourth film that's come out now where I feel like there's this manufactured off-screen chemistry between the actors, it's like one of the first times I remember clocking it was honestly with Capybara and Sydney Sweeney. What's his name? Glenn Powell. And then like they kind of manufactured this like off-screen chemistry.
The Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga?
Right.
His wife was with child or something, and they were doing that, and I was like,
and I think that's what I'm over. It's not that I don't think the movie's going to be great, and also the stylist who I think his name is Alexander or something. I started following. Margot Robbie's stylist is killing it on this promo tour, but I'm just over the like.
And it is manufactured. Yeah. You're right. This is most certainly a strategy to get you buzzing and talking.
Invested.
And honestly, they want to freak you out a little bit. I wonder, because I think about this, and it was Kaylee. I can never say her last name.
Kuko?
I'm glad you can't say her last name. But
is that it?
The second time you said it. Kuko. It's something like that. But she's either engaged or married to Tom Pelphrey. Phenomenal actor. Both of them are phenomenal actor. Tom Pelphrey, I don't think is as well known, but he is an excellent actor, and I feel like he should be more well known. She was asked about this on a podcast, and she even said, she's like, yeah, that couldn't be me. Like, no, I would be on set every day, even if I knew this was manufactured. So I just want to say, this is a choice by actors. They are going along with this, and their partners, whoever they are, Olivia Jade and Margot's husband, and she has a baby. I do not, no hate, no shade, by the way. Do whatever you want to do. You're selling a movie. I would like to compliment Margot and Jacob to say, I don't think you have to do this for people to go to this movie. That is an adaptation of a book that was very popular. I feel like we're good, and I think Margot's stylist is saying enough. We don't need to do this.
She looks unreal. I would wear everything. Also, the heels that he has her in. Girl, I know your dogs are barking, but you look great. You look amazing.
They're spraying those feet with that numbing gel before she slides those little Barbie tootsies in there.
But that's off. That's that. I will. I mean, I'm going to stay with you. Obviously, I'll go see it. I mean, Jacob Elordi is obviously very handsome. And Margot Robbie is stunning. So it's going to be good. It'll be good to look at.
Yeah, I like looking at
I love looking at stuff.
And I think, the movie's going to be done. Like, from what I've seen, it just looks beautiful. So I'm excited to see what they've done with it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, before we open up this list, I want to ask you off the top of your head, because I have one that is with me from childhood. But do you have a freaky frack couple that you recall that you can name off besides the ones that we kind of previewed on this list? Is there a couple in your mind that you're like, this was a freaky frack couple?
From my childhood?
Or anytime.
Yeah, well, I do have one that I vividly remember from my childhood being like, skirt? And that's going to be Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley.
Oh my gosh,
because
forgot.
I just remember thinking, I was of the era where I kind of watched the transformation of Michael Jackson. Like, I watched him as a young man and then transform into the Blanket version of himself. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when he had Blanket. And then I remember clocking and realizing that this woman is the daughter of Elvis Presley. And like, I knew the gravity of him too. And then when they got together, I was just like, it made sense. Like, the King of Pop and then Elvis Presley's daughter, but it's still, when you look back in time, I'm sorry, it's freaky. It's freaky. And no disrespect to Michael Jackson, because may he rest in peace, and he was so incredibly talented.
Yeah.
But freaky, just freaky.
Yeah, I'm very confused by that. That is a weird one. Also,
what's yours?
Okay. This is going to be so obvious when I say it, but Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie, that always freaked me out, because I thought that was her dad. When I figured out that wasn't her dad, and her dad was John Voight.
Yeah.
John Voight or John Hoyt?
I think
John Voight.
V. Yeah, yes.
Voight. When I figured out that Billy Bob Thornton, I remember, do you know how I found out that wasn't her father? When they licked each other's faces on the red carpet.
Yeah.
And I saw a picture of it on the news.
But they were the epitome to me of like matching each other's freak.
Oh,
I understand the age gap was something.
Yeah.
But they were the epitome of I'm gonna match my freak to your freak. For sure.
And now every time I see like ads for Landman and he's a phenomenal actor and apparently he's so good in that. I haven't seen it. But look forward to seeing it one day. I'm more excited that Ali Lauder's in it. I think that's her last name.
She's so hot.
She is so hot. She looks so
gosh.
good. And also she's just an icon from everything.
Yes.
From the early 2000s. I love her. So I'm excited to watch it one day. Could be in 2 years. But every time I see him, I'm like, ooh, because he looks, and sorry, Billy, but like I get the freakies because I think of just that image, not because of his face or anything. Handsome guy, I'm sure.
Bad
but
Santa.
Like, yes, yeah. But I'm thinking of, didn't they wear like tooth necklaces of each other?
They wore vials of one another's blood.
And is that true or is that false? Also, did Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox do that as well?
Maybe. They also match
bit
each other's freak.
They
also match each other's freak. So this is another one that I don't think, again, this is like showing my age too, of like what was exciting to me in MTV times, which by the way, did you know MTV, I think last month they officially shut down. They did their final broadcast, like their final actual televised broadcast of music videos. It's no more.
That's horrifying.
Anyway, was
Bring back
Prince
music videos.
Prince, because Prince is my number one.
Oh yeah,
I love him. Prince and Carmen Electra, they dated. Do you remember that?
I
also,
Prince liked
Dennis Rodman
men.
and Carmen Electra. No, Prince loved the ladies. Prince was also a high key feminist. He truly loved women and truly thought they were so talented and celebrated them for it.
I love that.
But Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman.
So
they dated.
Who is Dennis Rodman?
He was a basketball player.
Okay, thank you.
He played for the Bulls. I think he also played at the same time that before Michael Jordan retired.
Okay, I just know his name.
He had like, I think he was kind of controversial. He liked to dye his hair some crazy colors. Carmen Electra dated a lot of like freaky fracks too.
She did.
Mm-hmm. Carmen Electra walked so Fergie could run.
True. Oh, so she could do a one-handed cartwheel. Whoa. With that, let's get to the list. Okay.
Let's see what this internet article has to say.
So we just needed to go through these, but this is 15 celebrity couples that are so unexpected they keep people up at night.
Specifically the author of this.
Yeah. This is a BuzzFeed article. Oh, girl, I just clicked on an ad. I clicked on Harry.
She clicked on Harold.
But it was Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde.
But I get it though.
Less weird
because she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about her, but she's hot. You know, like
yeah. I just remember Shia. So that's all I think about when I think of Olivia Wilde. Was it Shia?
Or I thought that was it
Shia?
Didn't she have some controversy with Florence Pugh?
Well, okay. It's because she was telling Shia to she was sending him a voice note, and I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But I think the voice note was like, hey, I'm having some issues with Flo. She's not liking the way you're approaching the material. But yeah, she's being crazy. Like she was like, I understand what she was doing. She was trying to calm the storm that was happening on the set, I guess. But she started out saying, Shia. And that's really all that matters with me.
Do you know what else is probably not on this list, but I'm going to say it, is Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner. And the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because there's a video of him. He's holding the camera videoing Kendall Jenner on a trail. They're hiking and she sees a little chipmunk and she goes, oh my God, how cute. And he goes, Mommy, be careful. And she goes, why? Rabies? And he said, no, mosquitoes. And it's so funny. It's so funny. I urge you, just go watch it. Mommy, be careful. He's cute. Oh my God, he's so handsome.
I know we're all so sick of Super Bowl halftime.
So good.
We're sick of hearing about the whatever they had to say. People had to say. But I will say, so
phenomenal.
Good. It was
cinematic.
Phenomenal. It was joyful. I believe it was appropriate, family appropriate.
Also, personally. I told my friend Morgan this. I texted her and I was like, whatever nice flushy pinky blush that Benito had on, I want to know what that was. He looked great and that color was phenomenal.
Also, do you guys notice that his face, and I don't know if this is if he's serving face or if he just looks like this, because now I've gone back and looked at interviews and I see him smile and do other things, but he doesn't move his face, and something about this, I was like, whoa, whatever you say, Bad Bunny. Like I was in a trance.
He smizes. He smizes.
He's good.
Mm-hmm. He's so handsome.
And very handsome.
So
and very
handsome.
talented. And I love his music.
Number two,
Pink and Joey Fatone.
never even knew they dated. But maybe
we went out. We were cool as heck, but I guess I wasn't her type. So I guess they've just gone on a date. Also, I just can't see Pink with anyone. I know she's married.
I see her with her Carrie Hart, who is a BMX bike
Is
person.
that her husband?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
they make sense to me.
I just see her in the sky.
That's right. I wonder if Joey Fatone on their date was like, if you don't like me, that's fine, but you have to like this idea. You're
going to do aerial silks,
doing the aerial silks
at every concert for the rest of your life.
He's like, take it from me, kid.
She said, whoa, whoa. Anyway, Chelsea Handler and 50 Cent. This, I remember, I thought this was a rumor when I first heard it. And I actually think now that I've watched the Diddy docs and saw the interviews, which were more entertaining for me as a human because I like happy and joy and funny. But watching 50 do these interviews put this man in a comedy.
That's what I was going to say. They do make sense to me because he is funny. He's funny and he's petty. And I
she's
like it
funny and petty.
Because that's right. And anytime she talks about him, she calls him Curtis. And I think that's really cute.
His name is Curtis, which just...
Yeah.
I love that. And they dated a long, long time.
They did date for a second.
How many years do you think?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Cher and Tom Cruise.
That also makes sense to me because they're both fleeky.
Yeah, fleeky.
Yeah, like...
But I don't know if I ever said this, but I saw Cher the last time she was on SNL, which was like a month ago.
Yeah. With Bo and Yang's last one, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, and she's like 79 or something. And I had to look it up because I go, wow, she looks good. Knowing that she's been around for a while. Again, flashback to my first best friend and our moms. We would listen, "Do you believe in life after love?" And her mom's Honda CR-V. And so that's how I know who Cher is. And so I was like, well, she's been around for a minute and she was an adult when that happened. So how old is she? And I looked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, she looks great.
Cher in the 70s when she had...
Also, she's engaged to like a 30-year-old or something now.
But go back and look at the iconic outfits that Cher would wear on her TV show.
Oh
so
my
good in the
gosh.
70s.
Yes, like the jumpsuits with the fringe.
Yes.
Honey, this is shocking to me. I almost said Simpson. Ashley Olsen and Lance Armstrong.
I don't like that. Something about that doesn't sit right with me. You know why? I think it's just Lance Armstrong.
They have a 15-year age gap.
He also, his eyes are a little too close together for me. And something about that. I can't. I have a hard time trusting somebody with real close eyeballs.
I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't like it. But I think Ashley and Mary-Kate, I think they both ended up
with older men.
At times, older men. I know that Mary-Kate recently separated within the past 5 years. I don't know. They're very private. And I respect their privacy because those are my queens. They raised me. Michelle Rodriguez and Zac Efron. Michelle Rodriguez.
Why is this shocking?
Is Fast and Furious. I don't think, and I'm just saying that because I get her confused with another actress. So I was just thinking if you also get her confused.
With Zoe Saldana?
No. Because she was in Rent, so I remember her.
Oh, okay.
What? No, she wasn't in Rent. Zoe Saldana was
Avatar.
in, I know, Crossroads.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why. I was thinking of a childhood movie. That's not
doesn't
shocking
shock
to
to me at all. No.
Also, I'm always like, what is Zac Efron doing? Everything, but nothing. Where is he?
He's certainly not playing basketball.
Is he living in Australia?
I don't know. He's hot though.
He is. Madonna and Dennis Rodman.
Again, knowing that he dated Carmen Electra, this also doesn't shock me.
Yeah.
She also, they're both shock value people.
Yeah.
So I don't think that surprises.
That's not surprising. She also has a fiance who's
young.
30.
Mm-hmm. Good for her.
Who was a dancer, I think. And I think also Cher was a dancer. I don't know. I could be making that. Apologies, Cher. Fergie and Justin Timberlake. That actually is not shocking. Honestly, I'm shocked that she wanted to date him.
Before or after Britney, though, you know?
After.
It has to be.
You can tell by the photo.
Yeah.
Because remember, he had curly hair.
I have to tell you who Jay Timberlake looks like in that photo. J-Dog.
That's mean.
Why?
Justin Timberlake.
Oh my
this
God,
is going to
he's so
ruin the world tour. This is going to ruin the. I don't
in that
think
photo?
So.
Oh, you don't think so? Okay.
Well, I don't think he.
I'm sorry.
I see what you're saying, though. He does.
I'll
You're
keep
right.
my opinions to myself. I think that J-Dog is a handsome man.
J-Dog is very handsome. I have a problem. And I reacted. I'm sorry. I reacted off of cringeness from JT.
I understand. No, I understand.
And what he did to Britney.
Got it. No, I understand. You can stand by that reaction.
Yes. But you're right. Bella Thorne and Scott Disick. I don't recall, honestly, all of Scott Disick's relationships after Courtney were shocking.
What's more shocking than that Bella Thorne person is that
Sophia
he dated Nicole Rich. Sophia Richie LaGrange. Yeah. He dated Sophia Richie for so long, and
5 years, and she was 16,
an infant.
But she was underage, I think, when they first started dating.
I find him to be.
I don't like that.
Quite creepy.
I do not like that. And I remember an interview where I did hear that Lionel Richie was not a fan of Scott.
Yeah.
And Scott, I hope the best for you. But also Bella Thorne has had a lot of odd relationships. I think her, Tana
Mongo.
Yes, who is hilarious on TikTok these days. She's sober.
Mojo.
And
Mojo is what they call her. That's what it is.
Bella and Maud's son, which...
They were in a throuple.
For a long time.
Also, I think they were probably speaking Chinese to some people. So we're probably speaking Mandarin about Maud's son and Bella Thorne and Tana Monjo.
Okay, Naya Rivera
and David Spade, which is tragic because she passed away.
Yes, R.I.P.
David Spade. I mean, I don't know.
David Spade.
He's funny. He's iconic. I mean, he's an iconic SNL actor, comedian. I mean, he's funny. I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want that.
Okay.
But that's freaky. It's freaky. Oh my gosh. This one's freaky to me. Nicole Kidman and Lenny Kravitz. Just because she married Keith Urban and Tom Cruise. I don't know how the Lenny gets in the mix.
Lenny Kravitz is
swaggy.
The hottest man. He's so
well dressed.
So hot. And he's got big swag. So I get why Nicole did it. I don't know if I get why he did it, but he loves tall women.
Yes.
And she's stunning.
And
obviously.
she's Australian, so there's maybe he was into
also they were obviously dating at a time in the early 2000s where they were like popping, like they were maybe, so it was like also, a couple.
Let's also recognize that some of these could be PR relationships that we didn't know about, because now we know about
circling
PR
back to Wuthering Heights. Now we get it.
Exactly.
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights.
But it's
Wuthering. It's Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carmen Electra and Simon Cowell.
I refuse to believe that.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
That's not real. Simon Cowell.
Can you imagine going to dinner with Simon Cowell?
No, because he would. I just think that he would judge me the whole time based on the fact that that's what he's made his living off of doing.
That's crap. Like, oh.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like maybe we haven't gotten an interview ever of Simon Cowell being like kind of just a dude.
Normal?
Yeah, like being normal, nice, kind. So interesting.
I don't know him and I don't know her, but I don't like to think about them together.
No, I feel like Carmen Electra.
This one, I love this one.
Okay, wait, listen, I don't know who this is.
Brigitte Nielsen and Flavor Flav. Now they dated. They were on a reality show together where they met. I think it was either Big Brother or what was it? The
Flavor
Surreal Life on VH1, and it was kind of like a Big Brother thing where they put people in a house, like different celebrities. Brigitte Nielsen is she's either Austrian or German, super duper beautiful for her time and now model, very tall, and then she met Flavor Flav, who's a rapper from the 80s and 90s, and he's more of a shorter man, and they fell in love, and it was real, and they loved each other. And also Flavor Flav is just like, I think, a nice, kind man.
Oh yes, I want to see him. Was it last Olympics, or like when did he just popped off at some point?
He loves women's professional sports.
He does,
and also so does Snoop Dogg. He's at the Olympics right now. With Martha Holleran. Oh, I wish.
Was Martha there?
For the USA women's ski team.
Also, unlikely friendship is Martha and Snoop. And I love that friendship. Too. That friendship gives all of them the world joy. I was supposed to say the America. But no.
Oh, this one is disturbing. Grimes and Elon Musk.
Elon Musk and anyone. Guys, Elon Musk and Amber Heard. Elon Musk in 5328, which is his newborn son. Like, Elon Musk and the world. Elon Musk Freaky Friday.
He's just gonna start dating robots from here on out. Like that's like the wavelength that man is on.
I'm very scared of Elon Musk.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Boo.
Okay. Lastly, Madonna and Tupac. R.I.P.
I didn't really know they dated.
I didn't know this was happening. 1990s.
Steam relationship brewing between the two iconic musicians. Madonna officially confirmed they dated in 2015. I was dating Tupac Shakur at the time, and the thing is, he got me all riled up on life in general. She said, "So when I went on the show, I was feeling very gangsta." Okay, there you go.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
There you go.
But it's a different time. 90s. They said really cringy stuff like that.
That was a direct quote from
Madonna.
Yeah.
You weren't feeling very gangsta.
I wasn't there. I don't know what Tupac said to Madonna to make her feel that way.
No. But I think those relationships, some of these relationships with artists is really, and musicians, I should say, because that's what I'm thinking specifically. It's funny to me because when you think of think of a country star dating a rapper or something. That stuff is so interesting to me because you couldn't be more different and in a different, you're in the same industry,
like
but
Blake
so
Shelton
different.
and Gwen Stefani.
That's not a couple to me, guys, but they did meet on The Voice, so it makes sense how they know each other. And I like that couple too.
I think she got done so dirty by Gavin Rossdale that she just wanted a man who was more of a masculine, salt of the earth type of guy.
That do be happening to women.
Mm-hmm. And so
I can say
that's what I saw
from personal experience.
Yeah, they seem really happy.
Yeah, they do. And I love Gwen Stefani, and I love Lamb. Love Angel Music Baby.
Love Angel Music Baby. She went a little rogue with the Harajuku thing, but other than that, the Lamb.
We came back.
We came back around.
Yeah, we came back. But
that was fun.
That was fun. And also, I just think celebrity couples are so interesting. And I think celebrities find celebrity coupling interesting.
I think really
Also, Ashton Kutcher. Name one person he didn't date in the early 2000s. He dated all the baddies. He dated Brittany Murphy.
Oh.
Strong, heavy, in all bold letters and italic.
I think it's just because celebrities have access to one another, and then in our minds they're this echelon that can't be touched. And so when they can actually physically date one another, it's, I don't know, maybe they also feel a sense of status when they get to meet and date one another.
I would just not want to date someone who's also having to do all that.
But it might also be one of the only places you find someone that can truly understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just a plebe.
How do you feel? Do you think Taylor and Travis are a mixed match couple? Excuse me.
Mismatch? No, I don't, because I think they're both I mean this in a very sweet way. They're both nerds of their craft. She is a very nerdy musician to me, and he is a little nerdy football player. And maybe nerd's not the right word, but they're just a little bit goofy people in general, which no, they make sense to me. They're just kind of goofy little nerds of their craft.
I like it. I really like,
and they're both hot, and that makes sense.
They're both gorgeous, and they're both. I think also when you're at a level of status within your industry, there's only so many people who can meet you there. So it's either someone who's totally not there or someone who's right there.
Which I think they both had experience dating with people who were maybe similar caliber of people, but they weren't as talented or they weren't as driven or ambitious, and they saw how that worked out and they said, that ain't for me. Let me find somebody who's on they definitely match in ambition and drive, which
that's
is important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Literally, you can't say that enough. You have to be, if you are ambitious, you can't, it will take everything out of you to be with someone who doesn't have that fire lit under their butt.
And you don't have to be ambitious in the same way, but you just have to be ambitious.
You can be ambitious about self-care.
Sure. But you just have to have a level of, it's passion. I think you have to be passionate about something.
Yeah, that's really important. And before we end the show, I do have to ask you, what did you think about our boy, Charles Puthard, and his Star Spangled Banner. Is that the Star Spangled Banner?
The national anthem.
The national anthem. Yeah, sorry. Whoa.
I loved it. I love him.
He was so good.
We actually, Matt Bacon got our family tickets to go see him when he comes to take. Sunny doesn't know yet, but it's going to be her Valentine's present from him to go see her first concert. I love him. I love Charlie Puth. I've always felt like he was so talented, and I think he did a wonderful job. And I also think that he is just talking about people who are just so passionate, like masters of their craft. He's so gifted.
A musical savant.
He has a gift from God. Like he really, really does. And I think that he's about to release more music, and I love it. And he's just fun. And he's just like I don't know him at all, but in my mind,
nerd, for sure.
Yeah.
And I like that about
in my mind,
him.
he's a sweet person. And like, that's the narrative I've drawn for him in my mind. So I thought he did great.
He did amazing.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly not surprised, but I was just excited to even watch. Like, J-Dog was watching that part with me, and he was like, wow, he is incredibly talented. And I was like, I know. And like, then it was just cool.
The planes flying overhead.
And he was like emotional. He did his like little theater nerd thing to be like, but also I would look around like that and bawl at looking at all the people and like what you're doing. Like, what an honor. So cool.
To feel patriotic like that must feel like,
especially now
when you're feeling good when you're doing that. Yeah. Like it helped feel positive feelings in a time that maybe others aren't.
Yeah. I loved it. Puthard, you did your thing.
You really did. Good job, Charles.
You're allowed to do your theater kid stage bow anytime you want.
And with that, please rate, review, subscribe. Please send this episode to a friend. Please know
to
this.
A Valentine.
We love you. We really, really love you. Thank you so much for listening. You are our Valentine, whether you like it or not. And we will see you next Thursday.
Janine, take us home, sis.